We're talking about Sandy Alcantara today, and I thought it would be a good time to dive in and see what exactly is going on with Sandy Alcantara. So first, let's establish who's Sandy Alcantara and why is it so crazy that he has struggled. Now, I just mentioned he is the 2022 Cy Young winner. He threw like 230 innings that year, led the league by a lot in innings, and absolutely shoved. He's been very good for a while. This is him from 21 to 23 rather, pre-Tommy John. 559 Ks is good, 1.08 whip, 3.14, and he led the league in innings by 28 over Garrett Cole over that same amount of time. So he led by about 5%. He has been known as a workhorse dude who just goes out and trucks away, never a bead of sweat on his forehead, and he's gonna give you 7 strong outings day in or day out. But something happened in 2024 and he has missed the entire season coming into this year with a torn UCL and subsequent Tommy John surgery. There's some common things that happen to a guy coming back from Tommy John, and we're going to check in and see how those things are faring and see if we can pinpoint what's going on. So let's talk a little bit about the scouting report on Sandy when he is winning Cy Youngs and is one of the best pitchers in the league for 3 straight years. This is what he's doing. Very high velocity on both his 4-seam fastball and his 2-seam fastball. He's a guy who can routinely run it up to 101, 102 miles an hour. Using high velocity has been a calling card. That's a pure power guy. He also elevates. He throws a power changeup that's diving, and he throws a power sinker that dives, but he is been willing to throw the ball high in the zone as well. So he has elevated well. He has basically said, hey, you can't just stay at the bottom of the zone with me. I need to elevate, even if my 4-seam isn't technically a big riding 4-seam. I'm just going to beat you with velocity. He doesn't walk people. Historic low walk rates, so he just you have to hit the ball or you're not getting on base. And he commands the corners. He moves right to left, right to left, right to left, and just picks a side, usually against hitter, and just peppers that side. And has been very good at staying out of the middle of the zone. And then he uses a consistent mix. Basically, you can't pigeonhole him in any pitch. He never uses any single pitch over 40% of the time. And for a guy who can throw 102, who doesn't just sit up there and pump fastballs, throws lots of sliders, so lots of changeups. He's a slider, changeup, 2 fastball type guy. That's also impressive. Basically, he's a guy who throws high 90s, who pitches like a command guy. What's not to like about that? Hitters didn't like it, but everyone else seemed to enjoy it, why things were going well. But like I mentioned, he had Tommy John surgery. So what happens with Tommy John surgery from time to time? 1, sometimes your stuff is affected. A guy who's dealing with that a little bit right now, Spencer Strider. He used to throw high, he was like 98, 99 every outing. Now he's been like 95, touching 97. Velo's down a little bit. I believe it will come back. That was something I struggled with a little bit when I came back too. It just slowly kind of came back as you kind of get used to throwing in major league games. That is not a problem he has had. His velo is exactly where it always has been. Actually, everything is kind of where it is. All movement profiles are fine. I checked the Savant. It all looks like maybe there's slight nominal changes, but nothing crazy. All that stuff is kind of there. I actually went and looked at Eno Sarris's Stuff Plus metrics on Fangraphs. This is his Stuff Plus for all of his years. This is Stuff Plus from his 2023 to 2025. It's 110 to 108. That's not a change. That's not a big deal, right? So I'm like, okay, stuff is the same. Even each pitch individually is pretty close to what it was before surgery. I'm not concerned about his stuff moving correctly. What I am concerned about is this little red box way over here. That red box, that's Location Plus, which is a model that is supposed to tell you how well this person is controlling throwing strikes and then commanding the zone after they throw strikes with a bunch of different metrics. It was 105 and now it's 93. Just a reminder, 100 is league average. So, bingo, I think we found our thing that we need to dive a little deeper into. Command is his thing, and he needs command. Let's go and see how that has changed. Here's his command statistics. The red box is this year, and this is first pitch strikes, it is paint, it is strike percentage, it is competitive location, and it is walk percentage overall of total guys you face. First pitch strikes is 4.6% below his career average, which is slightly above the league average, but still 5% less times he's throwing the first pitch of the at-bat for a strike. That is a major problem for a guy that is command-based, especially because it's at 58.6%, which is below 60. That is not good. Paint basically tells you when he is throwing, on average, how far away are his pitches from the edge of the zone. So historically, he's been like 0.1, 0.2 inches, which means he's touching the edge with the ball. That's what that means. Center of the ball, center of the line is a 0. So if he's slightly off, he's still hitting the edge of the plate, and a negative number means it's off the plate, which is actually good. Now it's half an inch, which means the ball is just about not going to hit the zone. So when that happens, you get less swings and misses. It's actually twice as far as it usually is. Go over to strike percentage. He's only throwing 61% of the time strikes. That is way worse than his career average. It's down over 6%. That is a lot. That's a lot. Got to fix that. And then we have competitive location, which, reminder, draw a circle 8 inches from the middle of the zone. It is everything outside of that big circle means it's a pitch that just isn't competitive anymore. And that's also the lowest it's ever been, even though it's only down by about 2%. It's low. So he's not getting chases because he's missing worse. And then his walk rate is up to 12.2%. He's walked 29 guys, I believe, in 51 innings, which is astronomically high for this gentleman. And what that happens when you are a guy like this, who depends on your command to get people out, this is how the swings tend to get. So when they don't have to worry about everything being in the strike zone, they can bring you into the strike zone. And what he's doing is he's throwing pitches lower in the zone a little bit more, and those are getting shellacked. While before, he was getting hurt a little bit more high when he would throw fastballs not quite high enough, but was fine in the bottom of the zone. It's because he uses the edges of the zone so well. He is now not using the edges so well, so there's just a lot more pitches in this area. And when there's a lot more pitches there, it's much easier to keyhole you there and make you throw it there in order to get you out. The more guys who are on base, because you're walking them, means these hits hurt more and translate into more runs given up, which is why he has an 8.5 ERA at this point. That said, this is something that he stakes his reputation on, that he's worked really hard. Command and control are his calling card. It's something that's not there now. But if there's any person on the planet that knows how to get himself back to command mode, it's Sandy Alcantara. So I would not bet on him staying like this forever, and hopefully he can get a good 6 weeks or so in before the trade deadline so that somebody can get him and he can help them make a long run in the World Series. That is my going deep. That is my breakdown of Sandy Alcantara. He's going to be okay. He's going to do the thing, and he's going to be old Sandy, I think, before we know it. It's just a couple adjustments away.